Good morning, Raven.
Come on, you're listening to your teacher.
Raven, are you having a great Friday today?
You can tell her how you feel.
How do you feel today, Raven?
You can tell her. She's a little upset because we have Friday groups now.
Oh, but Raven, you know what? We're going to just finish up our essay today, and we're going to make it quick, and we're going to go. Okay, so don't you worry. We'll get you caught up. Okay, and then you can go. Well, not that you're not caught up, but we'll get finished, and then you can go. I know Fridays are hard, Raven, so I totally understand how you feel. Okay? All righty, guys. So we're going to go ahead and finish up our essay today. So we're going to add, for our learning target, we're going to write the title for our essay, our opinion essay, a conclusion sentence, and then we're going to put our final copy of our essay on paper. All right, just a reminder, an opinion is what you think. So you have already created your opinion about prairie dogs. And if you were a farmer, whether or not you'd want to live near a prairie dog town, by the time we're finished today, you will have finished all parts of the writing. And then we have our conclusion sentence. And this is what we're going to write on today. So we're going to work on the bottom part. Notice it's really short, the conclusion. So all we need to do in our conclusion today is we're going to wrap it up so that the reader knows we're done with what we're writing, and we're going to restate our opinion in that conclusion sentence. So you're kind of just going to say the same thing that you said in your introduction. You can just change it up and say it in a different way, and we'll use a sentence starter. Gabriella, did you have a question for me?
Yes, we didn't do our second example for our second reason.
We did put our second reason, but if you did not, I'll give you a chance to add it today after we do our conclusion together, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so far what you guys should have on your graphic organizer. So what we did at the very top was we wrote that question. If you were a farmer, would you like to live near a prairie dog town? That was our question that we were answering. Then your first sentence for your opinion essay would be right here. You should have your opinion. Yes, you would like to live near a town, a prairie dog town, or you would not. Then we did these yesterday, your two reasons and your two examples. Remember, the examples are your evidence from the text. And what we're going to do today is just write the conclusion. So let's go back to here. This is the example essay that I had with the afternoon group yesterday. Yours may or may not look the same, but I wanted to, I'm going to go ahead and type on mine down here what your conclusion should start with. So again, going back to that graphic organizer that you guys are writing on, you have sentence starters that are up here for your last sentence. In conclusion, or you could start with for all the reasons I've given, or to sum it up, or to summarize, or you can start with as you can see. So you guys are going to pick one of these sentence starters and you're going to write it down here in your conclusion box. So I am going to write it at the end of this essay, and I'm just going to start with in conclusion. You can pick which one you want to use and write it in the box. Actually, 26. And then all we're going to do is just restate our opinion. What did we say? If you said that you do want to live near a prairie dog town if you were a farmer, then you just restate that opinion. If you said you did not, you're just going to restate that. So in this particular essay, I said I would not want to live near a prairie dog town. So I'm going to say in conclusion, these are reasons or some reasons why I would not like to live near a prairie dog town. And that's it. So I'll let you guys kind of add that to your graphic organizer. So let's go to Willie real quick. Willie, what sentence starter did you choose to use?
I chose I feel.
Actually, in the last box, the third box for your sentence starter. So it's like in conclusion.
Oh, in conclusion.
Okay, you're gonna use in conclusion also? Okay, that's fine. Riley, what did you choose to use?
In conclusion.
Okay, you're gonna use the same one. Gabriella?
I used as you can see.
Okay, as you can see, these are some of the reasons why I would not like to live near Prairie Dog Town. Okay, David?
As you can see.
Okay, as you can see, you can use that one. Raven, did you pick a sentence starter? Sometimes when we have bad, oh, go ahead, Raven.
Tell her what sentence starter did you start with? Was it I think or in my opinion? Or I strongly believe, I feel, my favorite? In my opinion, good. Good answer.
Okay, thank you, Raven. So for your first sentence, you started with my opinion, in my opinion. All right. So Raven, since you're doing a little bit different, we are just, let me go back. I'm going to move the screen, guys. So Raven, for you, I wanted you to fill in what you could on this graphic organizer. And what we're going to do is write this out from what we put on our graphic organizer onto a piece of paper. So what I would like you to do is to write at least your opinion sentence on a piece of paper for me. Okay, so if you have finished your conclusion sentence on your graphic organizer, then we're gonna move our words onto a piece of paper. So I'm gonna show you what that's gonna look like. All right, guys, I'm gonna change the screen over. Gabriella, did you have a question for me?
I still need to do my second example.
Okay, I will come
For
back
my
to you when we're
second
all
reason.
finished with this, okay?
Okay.
Okay, guys, so here's what we're gonna do. You have all of your information written on this thing, right? Is this where your stuff is written? Hi, Olivia. Olivia,
I'm not.
you actually don't need to join me until 10:45, so you have about 30 more minutes. All right? Oops, I lost her. She froze on me. Okay, so you guys are gonna take all of the information that you wrote on this and you're gonna put it on a lined piece of paper. So I kind of wrote it out with most of the information to show you what it's gonna look like. You're gonna put your name and the date in the top right-hand corner of a regular piece of paper. Hold on one second, guys, with the questions. I'll answer them in just a minute. And then we're going to add the title to this. We are writing about the story Prairie Dogs. So at the very top, we're going to put our title in quotation marks because it's a short story. And then, of course, we put the important words, we start them with capital letters. And notice how on the lined piece of paper, you have this red line. Well, you need to indent for each of your paragraphs. And what I mean by indent is you're going to put your two fingers up along the red line and you're going to move your first sentence in about 2 finger spaces so that I can tell where each of your new paragraphs start. And I put a different color for each paragraph so you could see what it would look like. So your introduction sentence, where it says, in my opinion, I would not like to live near a prairie dog town if I were a farmer. Notice how I started away from the red line on that first word, but then the other line sentences when I came down to the next line, I went right back close to the red line. Then the next part, I wrote, one reason I feel this way is, and you take your information from your graphic organizer and write it in there. And then, for example, the text says, so this is all one paragraph. Then I move to the second reason, which is the green. Notice how I started away from the red line. I indented. Another reason I would not like to live near a prairie dog town if I were a farmer is, then I give my reason, then I give example from the text, and then again, the last paragraph I move in for my conclusion sentence. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys some time to rewrite this on a blank piece of paper. If you have questions, let me know, and then you're gonna keep this in your red folder and you're gonna turn it in to me during our next folder exchange. All right, let's go to questions. Mr. Riley, what is your question?
I wasn't able to do the rest of the in conclusion sentence.
Okay, can you see it on there now? I have it on the screen, so I just rewrote it there.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. David, did you have a question?
Yeah, what if you already did it on a piece of paper?
Oh, because you didn't have your graphic organizer?
Yeah.
Hold it up to me. Let me see. Did you put your indenting and did you write it like as if it was a complete essay?
No, I just put like how I usually write.
Okay, so what I want you to do is rewrite it onto another piece of paper. So go ahead and start with your title at the very top.
Okay.
Write prairie dogs. And then I skipped a line. You don't have to skip a line right under the title, but I did just to separate my writing from the title. And then I put 2 fingers, line them up at the red line, and then I started my sentence there. Angelina, good morning. Oh, she's getting her headphones plugged in. Gabriella, do you have a question for me?
Statement almost to say. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Oh, there we go.
All right, do you have a
I forgot
question?
my mic has to be close. Kind of question. You know what? No, it's not a question.
Okay, well, keep writing, and when you get to the second reason, then I'll help you put your second reason, okay?
Right. Okay. My second example. Like after another reason, I feel that
Oh, okay, so what is your second
Yeah.
reason then? What did you write?
My second reason was another reason I would not. It was the one that Willie did to dig holes for his another reason.
Okay, well, read the whole sentence. What do you have?
Another reason I would not want to live near a prairie dog farm is they dig holes holes and I messed up. I put is my horse would get hurt.
See what happens when we read what we write out loud? That's so important. After you're done writing something, you need to read it out loud and listen to what it sounds like because you'll catch mistakes like that.
I have to erase the is there. And my horse would get hurt if my horse tripped on the hole.
Okay, so how do you know that prairie dogs dig holes? What in the text?
Because in the text it said they dig holes and burrows.
Okay, they dig holes and burrows. So what you're going to write is this here in the green. For example, the text says, and then you go back to that sentence in the story and write just what you said to me. But read what it said in the text, and actually I'll go back to my So in paragraph, let's see. Oops, wrong one. In paragraph 4. Okay, so you're going to say, for example, in the text, or the text says, prairie dogs live in long tunnels or burrows that they dig underground. And that's your evidence from the text. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so the rest of you that are writing, when you are finished with your work, hold it up to the screen. Show me how you did. I want you to read it to yourself, though, before you show it to me, and then you're good to go. I just want to make sure that you guys get this finished up and put it in your red folder so I can collect it during our next folder exchange. Gabriella, question again?
One more.
Okay.
So are we just gonna write it like all together as a paragraph?
Well, you're writing 4 different paragraphs, and the reason it's 4 is because every time you indent and you change
Right.
your idea about what you're writing about, you start a new paragraph. So the first paragraph is actually just one sentence, and that's our opinion. So that's one idea. So we
Right.
indent here, and then we change going from our opinion to a reason and an example to support that reason. So that's a
Yeah.
new paragraph.
Are we like writing it like a paragraph though?
Yes, on your paper, you're putting 4 paragraphs.
Okay, so it's gonna all go together almost like a story.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay, because I thought you wanted us to space it out all the way. But like, if you get what I'm saying, almost like a whole story. Almost not
It
a
is going to
story,
be
but
all complete. We're taking our ideas from our planning on our graphic organizer and putting it all together on one paper,
Right,
so
like,
it
like
flows
number 10
smoothly.
in the paragraph, like that kind of paragraph we're doing.
Yes.
Oh,
So you
okay.
start writing. Keep writing. Okay, Gabriella? Angelina, good morning. I see your headphones are on now. How are you? All right, Angelina, take out your paper that you worked on yesterday. Okay, so Angelina, I want you to, do you see my screen? So yesterday you left off, or what you need to add on to what you wrote yesterday is this last sentence. We're writing our conclusion sentence. And it says, in conclusion, these are some of the reasons why I would not like to live near a prairie dog. Whoops, near a prairie dog. Oops. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I just realized I made a mistake. A prairie dog town. Look what happened now that I read it out loud. I caught a mistake. Okay, I would not like to live near a prairie dog town if I were a farmer. So Angelina, you're going to add that to the end of your paper that we worked on yesterday. So go ahead and get it out of your red folder. Willie, are you finished writing?
No, I just had a stretch.
Okay, when you're finished writing, I'll let you go. So keep writing.